All right, guys. Today, let's talk about Witchery, which is a what year is this from? A 1988 horror Italian film starring Linda Blair and David Hasselhoff. And it is also known, and I wrote all these down on these notes because this has a million titles. It's also called Witchcraft, Evil Encounters, or House 4, because Italy was very, very well known for using title sequel names for stuff that aren't actually sequels. So this is not a sequel to House. Um, and it is called House 4. And Ghost House, which I didn't realize, I haven't watched it yet, is House 3, or called House 3 as well. Um, but I got this 2-pack from Scream Factory because I'm really trying to beef up the Scream Factory collection. And I really wanted to see this one because Witchery has Linda Blair in it, which I was like, of course I'm going to watch this. That's awesome. I love Linda Blair. Um, the director, dang, I didn't see who the director was, but I think he might have done something that I've seen before. Um, oh, wait, here, hold on. It's right here. Well, it says Martin Newland. That doesn't sound like the right. It sounds like the wrong name, but it might be like maybe the overdubbing director or something. Martin Newland. That's not an Italian name, but regardless, Witchery is really weird. It starts out as this weird witch lady keeps appearing and reappearing to random people, random groups of people. So you've got Linda Blair and her family, you've got David Hasselhoff and his girlfriend, um, and then it's just really weird going through all these groups of people. And this lady just randomly appears like Mary Poppins or something, even though but like she's creepy and like evil. Um, and this one has a lot of interesting imagery in it. There are scenes where characters get sucked through something and are in a vat of like red swirls. And it reminds me of something like, say, House. And I'm not talking about House that this is unofficially a sequel to. I'm talking about House from 1977, the Japanese horror movie, which it reminds me of that with some of those visuals that were very wacky and very out there and very innovative. And this felt like that in terms of that style. Like I said, for example, whenever they're pulled in to something and then it's the swirly around where they're just screaming. I thought that's interesting. Um, this one is pretty gnarly with the deaths in this. There is a death where a girl, and it's on the front of it, where a woman gets like her mouth like sewn up, and then she's inside of the chimney, and then the family lights her on fire, and they don't realize, and it's really cruel, but it's fun to watch. Like it's crazy just what they do in this one with that. Um, there also is a crazy death towards the end, where there's this guy who has a pulsing hand effect. So like they got makeup over his hand, but like the veins like are pulsing out, and it's really really cool. And then his neck starts pulsing out, and then it starts spurting out blood. But it's really a cool effect, and I really did like the effects for this one. I thought that they really were awesome and really fun. Linda Blair is awesome like usual. And at the end of the movie, she kind of goes full on Exorcist 2 again, where like she's possessed, which is really interesting. It reminded me very much of that. And I love Exorcist 2. That's one of those movies that a lot of people hate, but I really love genuinely. It's such a weird movie, doesn't make any sense, but I think it's a visual treat. Exorcist 2, The Heretic. But it reminded me of that with Linda Blair. David Hasselhoff's good in it, but his performance is a little more unmemorable if I could compare the two. And he was fine in it. He was he was in, I think it was Knight Rider. Is that what it was during this time? So that's why he was in this movie, because of his popularity in that. I don't know if he did Baywatch after this or before this. I don't know, but I know that he's most famous for Baywatch, or at least that's what I hear. Um, and I just like the spookiness of it. I thought that this one was pretty effective. It's not anything story wise that's really memorable, but it had some really cool effects, and it's one that I might eventually maybe see again because Italian horror can really be innovative and interesting, and this one I thought was interesting effects wise alone. So I did enjoy this one overall. But yeah, next up will be Ghost House, which, like I said, I will watch soon because of this 2-pack. So that's it for today. More reviews coming up, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.